Because I'm exposed to so many thousands of messages, as I'm sure you are, you get to see the variance in a good ask versus a bad ask.
Yeah.
Now, I want to drill down on that. What are the core components of a great ask?
The best ask has with or without you energy. With or without you energy is the energy that you have when this is going to happen with or without you. So essentially, when you say, we're going to be doing this filming and do you want to send some cameras and we'll put your logo at the bottom, it's happening with or without you. You can be the company that gets the logo or not, but it is happening with or without you. The worst asks are, I desperately need this to happen, and if you don't say yes, no one will ever say yes, and therefore I'll give up. So if I think about the best asks that come through, something is going to happen, and it's going to happen whether I'm involved or not, and I get to choose whether I want to jump onto that or not. And those are the most compelling, most exciting opportunities that get pitched. So I'll give you an example. When I first arrived in the UK, I had a suitcase and a credit card, and I'd never been above the equator. I arrive in London, and I'm going to launch a business in London. And within the first 2 weeks, I message all the people who are influential in my industry, and I basically say, I'm hosting a dinner party. There's going to be about 30 amazing people there who are the who's who of the industry. I've just arrived from Australia. If you'd like to come along to the dinner party, let me know and I'll allocate a spot to you. And within 2 weeks, I'd filled 30 spots at my dinner party. And they were all people who had massive databases. The biggest database was like 600,000 people. So I've got this dinner party, and I stand up and I say, I'm Daniel Priestley, and I've just arrived from Australia, and I'm going to be launching a business here. I thought I'd put together a dinner party just to kind of get to know everyone. I've got my diary with me. I'd love to make a time in the next couple of weeks to sit down and have a chat with you about how we could do a commercial partnership or a joint venture as part of our launch. I'll just come around and I'll make a time, and then other than that, enjoy the evening. So I walk around and I book 28 one-to-one meetings for the following 2 weeks. And everyone who I had a one-to-one meeting with knew that I had 28 other one-to-one meetings, and they could see that I'd hosted this party. Mind you, this dinner party cost like 1,500 quid. It wasn't nothing, but it wasn't a lot. So I then end up having these meetings, and everyone starts agreeing to support my launch. So I'm pitching into existence that we're launching this thing. And then the biggest database with 600,000 people, they say, yeah, we'll support your launch. So when we did the launch email campaign to everyone's database, we booked hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of people. We did 2 nights in Manchester, 2 nights in Birmingham, Milton Keynes, and then we did like 3 or 4 events in a row in London. We did £4 million worth of sales off the back of it in the first few months. It was interesting, that whole experience of just putting together a dinner party and getting everyone involved, but it had with or without you energy.